right, with this WASH 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Minoff. We hope you guys are having a good hump day Wednesday. We are over the hump, getting you closer to the weekend. Many of you have a 4-day work week because you're off on Monday, and some of you may be off the whole week getting ready for the start, the unofficial start of the summer season. And congrats to you if you are one of those folks. Love that. All right, so here's what's going on. We do have a feature, an area of low pressure now in the Gulf of Mexico. It's not very well organized, but it is going to be something that we're going to be watching. In fact, the hurricane hunters will be traveling into this feature if need be come tomorrow. We have a plane ready to go in there right around 3 o'clock. Carlos, say hello to you. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Thomas Perry, James Donnelly, just to mention a few. You guys know my motto, sharing is caring. The more people we can reach by you guys sharing these Facebook Live feeds, the more people we can put in the weather know when there's something going on in the tropics, or whether there's some severe weather, or whether there's just nice weather for a holiday. Adina Andrusov, Sue Lusky, Maria Sofia, Morelis Rodriguez, all in the house. Good to have you young folks in here with me tonight. Appreciate those of you, as always, for popping on in. So 8 o'clock summary just came out, even though it says 2 o'clock up there. It's the 8 o'clock advisory, not advisory, but the tropical weather outlook. Marcy Pervin Turan, good to have you. Mercy, rather. Karen O'Toole. Jose Quiles, good to have you guys. Hello, Tony and friends, says Vicky Hill. There it is, Riverview. Gotta love that. So there's our broad area of low pressure there. South of the Big Bend, south and west there of Tampa Bay. It's been struggling today with a lot of wind shear, upper level wind shear that is, and dry air on the back side. But there's the radar, big slug of rain coming ashore here now and moving in to central Florida. First batch of rain with this feature finally getting on in. Models will update here in about an hour. The first runs are usually the models that don't do very well, but I like the one that's headed down towards the south. Based on a good chunk of the model data we've been looking at today, the trend is definitively more towards the south, southwest, and or the south-southeast, away from central Florida as we go through late Friday and into the upcoming weekend. I'll explain why here in a second. Carrie, Lee Johnson, Maria Sophia, John L. Blackham. It's not Mercy. Mercy, I got you, Mercy. I thought I corrected myself after I misread that. Anne Marie, James Donnelly, good to have you folks in here. Now, let's take a look at the recon flight schedule here. We've got a low-level fix on the United States Air Force, the WC-130, for the next 2 days. 2 flights on the 2nd, 1 flight tomorrow, so we'll keep you posted on that. Vicky Hill, so there's a little bit of info on that. Now, I wanted to show you the water vapor channel here, because the channel is what shows you what's really going on in this feature. You got all of this dry air on the south and the west side. You do have a few thunderstorms here, but that's because of the difluent air upstairs helping to evacuate those columns of thunderstorms and letting that just kind of flow and breathe. Now, water temperatures here, it's over warm enough water to develop, but again, with that strong upper level wind shear and with that dry air on the southwest side, it's going to make things a bit more difficult. So there's your enhanced satellite. You can see there's where that feature is. And then as you can clearly see, we do have some showers and some storms coming in off of the Gulf of Mexico. And then we have some breezy conditions out there this afternoon in that 20 to 30 mile an hour range, especially with the stuff coming in along the coast. The winds were even higher than that. 1 out of 3. There you go, Terry. Thomas Perry, I was stationed at Kessler Air Force Base. Yeah. Kessler. So there's a look at that. Tampa Bay showing the rain. It's working on in, or at least trying to anyway. It's coming in over Polk County. A couple of showers here from Vero Beach. And again, this is going to continue to moisten on up and then throw some rain our way, I think even overnight tonight. Darlene Marie, good to have you there. Oh, hey, Khadijah, what are you doing?
I didn't want to be on the
come on. So my 11 o'clock producer, Khadijah, is in the house. Yes, ma'am. What can I do for you? Say hi to everybody first of all.
Hi.
Well, hold on a second.
I don't know.
Yeah, get over here. There she is. That's Khadijah. She's my 11 o'clock producer. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I'm from Proof is the Night script, and she wrote, as we're entering a new hurricane season, coupled should be storm ready. Is that accurate?
I wouldn't call it a tropical wave. I'd call it an area of low pressure.
An area of low
Yeah,
pressure.
low pressure in the Gulf.
An area of low pressure in the Gulf.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Perfecto.
I will write that.
That's it? That's all you need?
Yeah, that's all I need. Thank
You
you.
gonna say goodbye to everybody?
Bye, everyone.
Oy.
Watch us at 11.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully you guys got to see the hurricane special tonight too. By the way, let me go back to the weather graphics there, and if you did, let me know what you think. Hey, Tony says, Candy, Brenda, good evening. Vicky Hill, she's clapping, she's happy. All right, so there's the rain. Fellsmere, Vero Beach, it's coming on down. A few showers here. Palm Bay, Kenansville, Bartow, Polk City, Winter Haven, Lakeland, the Four Corners, couple sprinkles there. Over towards the south side of Lake Apopka, there's a Coe, Montverde, a few light little sprinkles there. Yep. Yep, so that's that. And then, this thing's acting a little slow. Aurelia Diaz, good evening to you. Gonna listen to the mode, have a great, there you go. Excellent, good evening everybody, says Nancy. Nancy, good to have you there. Kathy Dahl. Uncle Tony, Kathy, nice. Elizabeth Moore has popped in. Good to have you, Lizzie. So there it is. There's the rain. All right, now let's talk about what the Euro has done. It's an about face here, everybody. Yesterday was coming across the peninsula. Now tonight, boom! Down south, over towards the Bahamas, and then away from us. Either way, though, it's still we're going to bring some rain tonight. Best day for rain, I think, is going to be tomorrow, and then the southern half of the region on Friday. So there you go. Tony Sanders just popped in. John L. Blackham, good night. Maria Sophia from Mercy. Michelle O'Tardy, Orlando, Florida. Elizabeth, late next week yesterday. Kathy, you are too. Vicky Hill is in the house. Let's take a look at the temperatures and the dew points now as this moisture sneaking out. Look at these numbers, 75 to 80 out there right now. And the dew points are sneaking on up. They're not in the 70s, but they're still 63 to about 69. So not terrible, but certainly on the uptick. Tonight's low temperatures looking like this, folks. You can see 70 to 75. Raining here in Kissimmee lightly, says Carrie O'Toole. Thank you for your update. Hiya, says Joseph Yeptengo. Good to have you there. Granny Reese and Chrissy Turner. Volusia tonight, I think, is going to be fine. We'll get a little bit of rain tomorrow. Candy Fry has popped in. I want to show you our graph model, and look what it does. Spins around the northern Gulf, tries to get even better organized, but look where it's headed. It wants to head due south towards Cuba, away from Central Florida. Amazing stuff right there. I meant Kessler Air Force Base. Thomas, yes. Woo! I don't think half of Florida, but there's a little feature. This particular model, the graph, definitely wants to try to do something with this as it moves off towards the southeast. Something we'll watch. Rainfall-wise, let me show you this. You're welcome, Vicky. There it is. Just had a big dinner, so sorry about the yawning. There's the rainfall comparison. GFS still the wetter of the two. My gut's telling me that I don't think this system is going to bring us as much rain as the models originally thought. I think we'll get some rain, but I think the heaviest will stay offshore and down towards the south. So something we'll be watching. Attempts tomorrow, by the way, for those of you making plans for the outdoors. 82 along the coast, 85, 86 back through the interior. Rainfall amounts, if you like the Euro, through Sunday, it's about a half an inch to an inch and a quarter down to the south and the east. It's been, there you go, Terry. No rain in Citria, but breezy all day. Sounds about right. The Euro down south has a bunch more yellow, 2 to 3 inches down across South Florida. Now the GFS is a little different. GFS still has through Sunday a good swath of 1 to 2 inches here across the southern half of our viewing area, but notice down to the south just like with the Euro, heavier amounts of rain. So there you go. We'll continue to watch this and see if this is going to be something that sticks and stays. Louis Allman sharing is Karen. Granny Reese, you're welcome. Phil Rath, and then Brian Keller. You know, I don't know about that, about next week. I think next week could be a little bit drier here, especially if this thing goes due south. Dono, Latchman, good to have you there. Anne Marie, I'm pulling a Tony. There you go, Anne. Anne Marie. And it's okay to yawn. You get more oxygen to the brain and the heart. Jojo, you know my motto. There's no such thing as late to Facebook Live. You come in when you want, how you want, from where you want. This may need to be adjusted more towards the south. The European is kind of the outlier here when it comes to this particular feature, but I did want to show it to you. Oh, by the way, we do have a launch on Saturday, Falcon 9 from 12:29 to 12:40, just about an 11-minute window where we're going to try to get this particular piece of equipment up into space. So there you go. Thick clouds precipitation rules are in play. We'll watch that. This forecast may, though, improve. Steve Evans, bring it on Saturday night, right? Thank you for sharing, JoJo. All right, let's get back to the tropics here. First named storm of the season will be Arlene, followed by Brett, Cindy, Dawn, Emily, and Gert. That's the first 7 names on the list. Here's a look now at Invest91. Again, that should be the 8 o'clock advisory. Now, let me just see one thing if I can fix that. Why is that not changing? All right, I'm going to have to take a look at that. It says 2 p.m. Mercy, Abby SC. Good to have you there, Abs. Juan Melendez. He's got some hearts there. No hurricanes this year, right? Yeah, and I wish I can grant you that wish, but there will be. Whether or not they come to Florida, and that's one of the things we're going to have to watch to wait and see. Now, as far as the differentiators between a wave, depression, storm, and hurricane, been showing this the last couple of days. Hi, Tony Live participants. Love that. This is Anne Marie. We'll get to Yakutsk here in a second. But the tropical wave, unorganized area of moisture, breezy conditions, is kind of like what we got out there right now. Depression is more organized with gusty downpours and gusty winds, below 39 miles an hour, though, of course, which brings us to our tropical storm, 39 to 73. Dato. Dato, you know, I may need to do that. Miss Georgetown, Guyana. Melissa Nations is in the house. Hey, Tony, had a great day in Daytona. My cheeks are red. Oh, ruh-roh! Somebody got a sunburn. Melissa, why didn't you have your sunscreen on? You know I love you, but got to pick on you. Did you get a notification tonight, by the way? Hurricane, 74 plus miles an hour, powerful winds, flooding rains, surge concerns. And just curious, anybody see our hurricane special tonight? If so, what did you like? What did you not like? What would you like to see next year? Give us the facts, folks. Give us the facts. All right, let's take a look now at the latest winds out in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. You can see anywhere from 20 to 30 miles an hour as we take a look at some of that buoy data in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. So there you go, some of that buoy data. And then on the eastern side of the peninsula, still getting some gusty winds over towards Cape Canaveral. Now, the wave heights, let's see what we got here. We got 4, 3, 3. Yeah, so just kind of giving everybody a little snapshot there of some of that wave action, as you can see right there, close to our Invest. Looking pretty good. Not too bad. Lindsay Diaz, Helene Risch, Phil Rath. This group, great group in here. 77 live viewers right now. That's not bad. We'll take that. Definitely take that. All right, there we go. Only 31 emojis and only 9 shares. Helene, Julie, Phil. Let's give us some give me some love, man. Give me some emojis. Give me some shares. Sharing is caring. You guys know my motto. All right, 7-day forecast. Wet Thursday and Friday. Drying out as this piece of energy moves more towards the south, away from Central Florida as we go Saturday and Sunday. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just a 20 to 30% chance for some scattered afternoon showers and storms. I can join the live. Woohoo, says Melissa. Yes, there we go, Melissa. Walt Disney World is great even in the rain. John's down there getting a little wet right now. It's not a heavy rain, that's the good news. It's probably keeping the temps down. Christine Marie. Nope, just rain. And then actually the forecast may be improving too if the trends from this afternoon continue. All right, let's take a look now at the temperatures around the good old US of A. It is cool in the mid-Atlantic, north and east, and it is chilly up there in the Pacific Northwest behind our next storm system. But look at Minneapolis, 88 degrees. Feeling like summer. Woo woo! And out in Colorado, up in Wyoming, out in the Cali, Utah, Boise, Idaho, Washington and Oregon, we got some higher elevation snow on the mountains. That is correct, Joseph. That is correct. Vanessa Kilo Kaimoon. That was on West 2 News. Aha! What was the story with you on West? What were they doing with you, Vanessa? All right. Let's take a look at that national satellite loop here, and you'll see. Whoop! That's not what I wanted. I want this guy right here. There we go. There it is. Let's get all these players off the map. You can see the little storm system trying to wrap up here a little bit across the deep south. Not bad in New England. Little next storm system out here over towards Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Wyoming, and Montana and Colorado. There you go. Look at that. In Denver, you have some high elevation snows. There we go. It's almost June the 1st. Just a few hours away. Up in Canada, there you go. There it is. That's what we got going on there. All right, let's take a look at the temps around the globe. We'll do some globe trotting. Still getting smoke from the... And yes, I bet you are, Dave. I have a friend from Minnesota who loves you. Joe, who's that? And thank you for marketing me up there. Ooh, Point Barrow, 27. Little wedge of cold air for the last day of May and the soon-to-be first day of June. 34 Nome, Fort Ross, 26. Iqaluit is at 32. Baker Lake is at 45. Thompson is at 63. Moose City, 59. The Nain Airport, 41. Bangor, Maine, 69. Boise, 62. Vegas, 85. LA is at 62. El Paso is at 93. Dallas is at 87. Atlanta is at 75. Houston is at 83. The weather link I posted. There you go, Vanessa. Havana, 77. Nassau in the Bahamas, 79. Santo Domingo coming in at 81. Belize City is at 88. Guatemala City, 72. San Jose, 72. Panama City, 84. Paramaribo is at 77. Manaus, 79. La Paz, Bolivia, 37. Sao Paulo is at 61. Santiago, 59. Punta Arenas, 45. Cape Town, 57. Niamey, 91. Rabat, Morocco is at 55. Roma, 61. Berlin, 55. Oslo, 46. Moscow is at 45. Surgut is at 61. Irkutsk is at 68. Bratsk, 59. Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, 50. Yakutsk coming in at 61. 4-1, the Mets in the 5th. Robert DeBrucky, thank you for your quick and most timely update. Shanghai, 77. Hong Kong, 79, Manila 88, Ho Chi Minh City 84, Makassar 81, Port Moresby 84, Perth, Australia coming in at 54, 72 in Brisbane, and 52 at the Hobart Airport, and 57 in Christchurch, New Zealand. Kathleen M. Johnson, Donna Santa Maria Olmos, Tracy Shuke Barber, you are not late. Happy birthday to your daughter. I said 60, missed by one, says Mr. Blackhand. There you go. Johnny, missing it by one, but doing very, 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 very well. All right, so the big story here locally is we continue to watch, but are not concerned with this broad area of low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico, getting sheared apart tonight. A lot of dry air. Two negatives with that. You can see that the low is going to move on to the north and the east there. There you go. Rain is coming ashore. Computer models, this is the very first run, so we don't get the reliable models on the first run. Louis Amore, R.E. Riggs, this is why I'm flying. R.E. Riggs, staying put. Marquand, all four, what do you have, a home run? I need him to wake up, that's good news. Recon, tomorrow. First flight of the season going into this feature, if needed, tomorrow afternoon, June 2nd. 2 more flights, so there you go. I will continue to watch that. Water Vapor Channel shows, again, the dry air. Now working, having work done in yesterday and again today. Upper level wind shear is also there. But overall, there's some rain. Debbie Couch, you are welcome. Renee Thurn, good to have you there. Tracy. Love the way you spell that. Tracy. T, how you doing? What have you been up to, girl? How's the family? Everybody doing all right? Kimi posted there, young lady. There you go. There it is. There it is. Tracy's in the house. Love that. All is good. Excellent. Good to hear that. Thanks for popping in, by the way. Laura Lee Wright, by the way, hope you had a good holiday weekend. Hopefully it was a 4-day weekend for you. Tracy. Who else is in there? Yes, a Grand Slam. Wow, nice. So yeah, there it is. Little feature there. Not expected to do much other than bring us a breeze and some rain, as you see right there, coming up from the south and the west, trying to work our way. In fact, take a look at the live radar. Let's get these arrows off of there. There's the moisture. Yes, we're doing good. Thank you for asking. Louie Lou. It's always nice to see you, Tony. Louie Lou, you betcha, girl. That's what we do. Just doing my job. Juanita Jimenez. Jimena. She's in the house. So rain there. Rain trying to work up. Rain will probably be with us this evening. Sandy Spindler. Sandy, are you following my Facebook Lives? I don't recognize the name. You might be a first timer. Are you a first timer, Sandy? Let us know. Everybody say hi to Sandy. Give Sandy lots of love. Welcome her. Make her feel loved so we can make her come back often and frequently, especially during hurricane season. It's not really so much the pressure, it's overall structure and the potential future. Yes, first time for Cindy. All right, Cindy, give me a follow and a like tonight before you disappear on me there. And every time I go live now, since you're following and liking me, you'll get a little notification if your Facebook notifications are turned on to let you know what's going on in the weather world. And Cindy, where's home for you, by the way? Are you here in Central Florida? Just out of curiosity. She's a digital creator. Kimberly, Fullwider, Kimby, you've been here before, I believe. Grazie, Cindy. Welcome, Sandy from Louie Lou. Louie Lou's avatar picture. She looks so happy. I love that picture. Good picture, by the way. In Naples, well, how about that? Excellent. Good to have you down there in Naples. We have got some folks in Marco that pop in a lot. Hollywood, Florida. John Bernosky. Johnny, one love. So yeah, let's take a look at what happens here. So this front Low pressure along it kind of sits there tomorrow, and then it gets a push to the south Friday and Saturday as that drier air works on in, and that would be fantastical. I want to show you a different version of this. Hang on one second. Let me see where I did it. Oh yeah. So this is our graph in-house model. Meta Scott, Ellen Weldon. Hello, Sandy. 30 days. Hola, Ursula Gonzalez. Ursula. Got you, girl. Christina Trudeau. Christina, my little Frenchie, has popped in. Felicia Arden. She's in a relationship. Felicia, good to have you in here. Love your bug there, your automobile. This feature is a little bit more developed than the others, as it stays over the warm waters and then tries to spin off towards the southwest. So we'll see if that pans out. New Smyrna Beach, you may have to wait till tomorrow to get the rain up your way. Long time. Look at Caitlin Woods. Katie. Caitlin, good to have you in here, girl. Always appreciate you popping in. Hope the family's doing well. Tell the hubby I said hi. There's your rainfall comparison. Europe to the GFS. Love that. Tomorrow, boom, 80 to 86 degrees pretty much area-wide. Brittany Pichetti has popped in. Linda Rush, good evening from Malabar. Linda Rush. Deltona, we'll go back to that here in a second. Any rain in Ocala? Rick, you'll get a couple. It looks like there's a few sprinklers up your way right now. Let's take a look at the Euro. Kind of answer some of those questions. Through 11 p.m. Sunday, the Euro is not big on rain from Marion County, but it is bigger on rain in Brevard County. And then we take a look at the GFS. GFS is wetter. You'll see here in a second. Right there, one to kind of 2 inches of rain there, especially down to the south. Renee Thurn has popped in again. Tracy, storms today. Maybe a rumble or two of thunder, but I'm not seeing too much lightning on there. Only 3 lightning strikes into Polk County. Louie Lou, I'm in Deltona also, says Tracy, by the way. So that's that. All right, I'm going to finish it here on the 7-day, and then I'm going to let you guys do your thing. I'm going to make some updates here for tonight's 10 and 11. All right, 85, 85, 86, 86, 87, 89, and then 91 on Wednesday. He's pitching an awesome game set. Wow, thank you, Robert. Joseph? It is a bit unusual. Usually this time of the year, everything lifts towards the east, northeast. Great question, Joe. We do need it, says Sandy. Terlin Toodle. All right, gang, I am going to rock and roll again. If you haven't followed or liked my page, go ahead and do so by doing that. Every time I go live, if your notifications are turned on, you'll get a quick little weather update. So that's always good because we know you guys have busy schedules, always on the run. So we're just kind of looking out for you. All right, I'm going to rock and roll. I need to make some updates. You guys are awesome. See you tonight at 10 on the CW18. Again at 11 on West 2. And if you're down in Naples or out of Central Florida, you can always get our broadcast live by going to www.west.com, where we stream all of our broadcast each and every day. So just FYI. All right, toodles. See you guys.